those who want to control those who are available. I'm actually just going to back off one character so it's not as crazy. Take Toby out for there and leave people who are engaged. And I believe it's starting off on Estival's turn. This is the ending of round 4. Have you already leveled to level 8? Then that's going to overwrite your level 7 character with a level 8 character, and that's, you're not level 8 yet. The reason I had you leveled level 8 is because that level is very soon. Okay.
Okay, so the guy below him's alive?
Correct, but heavily wounded. Yep. He misses.
Are there any bonuses on him?
Negative. Bless was put on you, Jasper, and I don't know where the third one went.
Okay.
It went on Toby.
All right. So second attack?
Hits on a 19. Very nice. And that is the end of him. Any bonus or movements?
No.
All right. This cry 5, 10, 15, 20 is going to come up. Target Estival. And attack with a long sword. One-handed. Oh. Sheesh. Swing and a miss. Bad. Beginning of round 5. Jasper, you're up. A little messy on the screen. Hopefully you can figure out the live targets. There's one right next to you to your southwest.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty good. Let's see it. Crap. He's out. That's one shot. He's done. That's it. You just see him fall to pieces and slump over, and everybody else is a bit concerned. Damn. Any bonus or movement?
No, I'm good.
Skip him then. Okay. Same thing again on Estival. He swings two-handed, no shield. He misses on a 19. Oh well. Talevi, you're up.
You know what? No. I'll get a little bit closer.
Natural 20.
Nice. Okay. That's it for me then.
Anybody want to control Gizmo and do something?
I was thinking we should give Widget to Logan because that's another cleric. He's already playing a cleric. So not a big context change for him.
You up with that, Logan?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with Widget, though.
Fly in, help action, fly away. The owls have an automatic avoidance on attack of opportunity. So you're just basically giving advantage on the next attack to attack a creature. All right, control is yours.
Just fly up and then fly back.
Yeah. You can even just say it. Or you can go anywhere. You've got 60 feet of movement. But yeah, okay. So advantage on the next one who hits that. Widget's turn. Ha. I'm betting money it'll be something else. That is a miss.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, well.
Any bonus or movement? You have your spiritual warhammer out. That's yours. So you can do an attack with that as well as your bonus. Just cast the spell off her list and have it not consume a spell slot.
Is that spiritual weapon?
Yes. My apologies. I said that wrong. That is a hit. That is a darn good hit. He is reeling. I'm guessing that's end.
Yeah, that's it.
Alex, you're up. I think if I'm reading this right, there's only one target left you can see at the moment. No, you used them on the guy that was to your west. All right. Thank you for targeting him. He is very wounded from your current appearance. How many, what level are you casting that at? First level. Okay, one shot. Three what? Darts? I think it says three. I do not entirely understand how it rolls this because it's so. But either way, he's dead. And that's the end of combat. Give me a second here.
I thought
There was one more.
that guy was still alive.
Good Lord, he is. I'm an idiot. I'm glad I didn't hit the button to end combat. Thank you guys for your good eyes. Anything else for movement, Alex? Well, you only targeted him, but don't worry, he won't be too bad. Estival, you're up. Take him out, quick. You can get him. One shot. Roll a crit.
I'll try.
Hit. Very nice. Cliche as always, Dave, and you know what that means.
Yep, and a miss.
Miss. Damn. And he is going to return the favor by trying to hit Estival. And he doesn't. Round 6. Jasper, you're up. Now one target on the board. I'm a little rusty on this map as well. It's hard to stop mid-battle. Don't forget your 1d4 from Bless. Hits.
Bye, dude.
Genuinely curious why the bolt came from Widget, but I don't know what happened there.
He probably still had her selected.
But it doesn't matter since I know he has that spell, and that guy is dead. And if anybody doesn't see anything else on the board, I think that's it.
Yep, they're all tagged dead.
And that is the end of combat. And that was good. So feel free to look around and explore. Ask me anything you want about what you find.
Can't search the body under me.
Underneath who?
Underneath Kaliwi.
He does have some coin on him, but not very much. Oh, you have to be within 5 feet.
I am. Like that one right there.
Oh, it's because I didn't hit the button. There.
Okay.
Please don't take the splint. I forgot to delete that. That's not a thing. So you're on a very high platform. There's a water trough to your north. All of the doors have been ripped off their tracks, and you see stalls in there with bales of hay and troughs of water.
I see a door.
To help out with looting, this one guy here has the most amount of money. If you want to hit that, most of them don't have much at all. To Levy, heading down there to the south in that last stall, you can see the remains of some rather rotten cows that have been gnawed upon. Yes, it would have been one of the dragon soldiers. So it would have been one of the 3 to the south of Estival. I have them mixed up. So one of those 3 just north of you. And his head snaps back, and the blood continues to spurt from all of his wounds. Very nicely said. As Talevi wanders around, she notices a large amount of provisions, mostly food, huge stockpiles of arrows, simple swords, shields. There's crates full of leather armor.
But nothing particularly interesting.
Well, you haven't rolled for it, so I'm not going to give you as much there, but that's what you can casually see with great ease.
All right, investigation time. Damn.
No, no, don't find anything at all. Just basically what I said.
The Estival concern.
You want Estival doing something? Take over. Go for it.
Yeah, let's see. There's a decent roll. Perception.
Okay, where specifically? And pick
All
one
right,
of like the.
how about like that area, because there's a lot of crates and stuff.
All right. He finds several undamaged containers of rations. Seem to be in very good condition if anybody needed to resupply. There's huge amounts of regular infantrymen weapons here. And at the bottom of one of the containers, he actually finds a small pouch with money. And it has. I have to roll that one, I forgot. It has 14 platinum pieces in it. It seems to be maybe it was someone's money that they were hiding away and they didn't want it confiscated. Feel free to take that as an individual or spread it around the group.
I'll just stick in his.
Okay.
Let's try that again.
Just a cursory glance was given to the stalls.
Perception roll for this area.
He finds nothing else more than what you've already seen. Of course. Yep, you can tell me where you're searching and give a roll. All right, give me a roll. Investigation. Unless you want to argue something else, which is always possible. You find nothing really of interest. This definitely was a very large creature that was probably residing in here. The smell of the rotten meat is a bit overpowering, but you don't find anything else of interest. You do find a few small red scales in amongst the hay. If you wish to check each one, just go ahead and do 2 more rolls. You don't find anything any different in there from that one. Find even less in the third one. And about the same in the fourth one. Yep. Nothing of interest more than what has already been talked about. Anyone else want anything at all? And if you wish, Dave, there's 7 more gold unaccounted for splitting if you want to put that with someone for later. You guys don't have to split it 3 or 5 ways. You can just put it on somebody. It's not that much. Well, nobody
Yeah.
asked, but yes.
I saw it.
It's a very ill-fitted wooden door with slats missing, and it's relatively easy to see through. You can hear wind howling down the tunnel. Okay. Let me switch. You opening up the door? Yes. All right. Okay, and there's your manifest mind. And you travel down. What's the range on that thing? Or how far can you send it without you moving? All right, you send him 30 feet down that corridor. It seems to be rough hewn through solid stone. And yep, it's relatively straight for about 30 feet, and that's all you can see. It just seems to keep going.
Sure.
Okay, let me get. Sorry, just got to get you all on the board. There you go. And of course, widget can't see. I'm sick of this feature. Good enough. Okay, you guys all should be in the corridor. This passage from Wind's End runs. Whoops, wrong button. This passage from Wind's End runs through the ancient stone, winding through darkness alive with skittering insects. After traveling for hundreds of feet, you pass a large seam in the wall, after which the rock texture abruptly changes. Ahead, the tunnel stretches on. If anyone wishes to claim any form of rock knowledge, mining, caving, underground something, I can't remember all your lore and abilities. Okay, well, there you go. You got some dim light with you. Is anyone able to claim any stone knowledge?
Talibi looks at the dwarf.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see anything.
I didn't know if you had any lore in your backstory or other proficiencies.
Now you've got the brewery stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. So other than you can tell that this definitely is not natural, it's as if 2 different types of stone of very large nature were pressed up against each other, and then a tunnel was carved through them. There's very little light to speak of down here.
Yeah, I just clicked on widget. Now I can't see anything.
I thought I just gave it to her. What the heck?
All right, 2 paths.
Yeah, he's not an NPC, and I set that up poorly. I wonder if there's a way I can convert that. Excuse me. Let me see here. Yeah, that's what I probably should do here. Wait a minute.
So what does Estival see in that room?
A moment. Setting something up for. Oh man, I need to copy Trevor's. What I need to do. Sorry, folks. 1 second here. I'm trying to fix this fast. You should be able to move that and see through it. I'm sorry that it's small. I was rushing. Okay. Where Estival is, this chamber transitions from natural stone walls and floor. Excuse me. This chamber transitions from natural stone to walls and a floor of worked marble blocks. The passage tilts down to the southwest, where a carving depicts the dragons in flight. Half of the dragon's body is submerged in dark water, and the hallway beyond it is completely flooded. You hear an occasional croak like a frog. From the ghost perspective through Alex, mismatched bones lie scattered around this chamber. Though the cavern itself is natural, its ceiling is caved in, and with it, a part of a building has fallen into the cave. Inside the collapsed structure are strewn with wooden heads and decaying hats. Alex, to your south, you see a statue carved into the wall right about here. It's very faint, though, because it's not particularly uh, large in relief, but it's quite tall.
Can we see how deep this water is?
It starts out a few inches and then gets deeper the further out it goes.
Now I lost with again.
What was that? Sorry.
I can't see widget now that I move.
Oh yeah, that's a screwball feature. That what's the button, Matthew, to find a familiar?
I think find my token.
It's like you cycle through your characters. I can't remember which button it is on the left. Okay, I moved it into range of you though, Jasper.
Okay.
Now that Talivi is up against that water, her hand clenches into a fist and she begins to sweat a bit. There's something about a smell or a sound to the southwest that just seems apprehensive. What are you investigating?
What's making me apprehensive?
A memory of frogs and tadpoles. It just was a bit of a flash, but it reminded you of the trauma you went through.
Ah, so can we see the bottom of the deepest part?
Yes, at the corner where it turns, it's maybe a foot or two deep. Definitely
Okay.
wadable.
Estival will walk into it.
He splashes along, and as he turns the corner to his I gotta get his perspective. He sees a whole bunch of rubble is caved in and blocked the passageway to his west. He can see where water is trickling through the cracks in the rubble. It seems to be coming from further to the west. Every once in a while, he hears the croak of a frog, except it's very deep and loud.
Does it look like something we could clear out?
With a considerable amount of effort, yes. It would definitely take a while, though. 4 or 5 hours. Some of those boulders are quite large. They go all the way to the ceiling.
Melt them with what?
Not a lot of wizards fire that can melt stone, but if you have one that has a spell that says it can, I'll let you. There's a building miles north. It's full of wooden heads and moldy hats. This building seems to have fallen down from above as the cave collapsed and brought some building with it. Roll for initiative. No, Estival did. Not a worry. And I hope you don't mind. I just want to move you a tiny bit, Estival, for a better effect. Trevor. Where do you want Trevor? I mean, do you want him to put... Oh, but isn't... Oh, I thought he has to go before or after you, but you have to pick once. I didn't know if you had a preference. Oh. Oh, okay. And apparently, I'm missing Trevor, and I only have your ghost. Excuse me. Trevor's dead. That's why he's not on your map, and I'm an idiot. Okay. Oh, boy. What a memory. Okay. The faint outline of a statue to the south that Alex noticed earlier, just south of Televi, burst forth from the wall as a giant stone golem. Its lips move in a soundless, repeating chant and attempts to slam the ground and Televi with it. Hitting on AC miss. Tries again and misses badly. Ghost turn of yours, Alex. because I forgot. Sorry about that. Okay. Here it is 10 feet. Also, what was the lighting on that ghost? Okay. The wall to your east and north are fully intact. Okay. Nice. Rolling. Fails. And I have to run away?
No. That takes away its ability. Well, first of all, Matthew, roll the damage on it. That was good.
Okay.
Yeah,
very nice.
basically, it cannot take a reaction, and on its next turn, it must choose between movement, an action, or a bonus action.
Okay. Bonus or movement? Oh, you moved your ghost, right? And you moved. Okay. Talibi, you're up. Big creature right in front of you, which apparently can't do an opportunity attack now.
Yep, I know. I'm going to get the hell back there.
All right.
Target and
Genuinely do not understand why it does that with the disadvantage. That is a hit on a 20. That is a miss.
all right. I'm done then.
Estival is up.
He is also going to Eldritch Blast. Let me do it from his spellbook.
That is a hit. That's a good hit, force damage. Any bonus or movement?
But he gets 2.
Oh. That is a miss.
I bet I know why it's saying disadvantage. It probably doesn't understand that I have proficiency with medium armor now.
Because you're wearing. Okay, I got you.
Right?
Any movement or bonus from Estival?
No.
All right, Jasper, you're up. You've heard noise and attack just to your north around the corner.
Be right back.
Yeah. You getting them tonight, Jasper. There's a lot of dice. That is a hit. You knock some stone off of him. You have 10 more feet of movement if you wish it. Any bonus?
No, I'm good.
All right. Bird is available. Or Gizmo's turn, excuse me.
Yeah, I can't see them again. I knew that would happen when I got up real sorry.
I don't know what, but she was pushing something on the left-hand side. That try it like what Matthew was saying, where you just do a sweeping box and see what you grab.
I can't see widget, not just Gizmo.
Okay, back.
Oh, they're on top of each other.
Okay, but I'm saying I can't see the character at all.
Right, but try sweeping your box around and see if you can just select them all.
Like they're up right. I got her. I can select them on the right under the round. Who knew?
Ah, okay, good. It's the Gizmo's turn first. All right, 30 feet with advantage, 30 off. Okay, next attack with advantage.
Okay, it's still on Gizmo.
Sorry about that. You're up. Hits. Very nice hit.
Does she still have movement or no? Does she still have movement or no?
Yeah, I can't remember what her total is. She did 25. I think that's her limit, but I can't remember. No, 30. She has 5 more feet available. Sorry, I was trying to figure that out.
I'm good.
Okie dokie. Damn, I hate that spell. Well, it's mindless, so that's the people who have hit it, and then it stalls and has no action. Ghost turn. That spell is rough. Does anyone have the ability to read lips?
Is that like a special skill?
Maybe.
I mean, do any of us recognize the language I don't know.
It's a skill listed in 2nd edition. All right, done with the ghost. All right, you're up. You have a big golem right in your face. I think so, yes. All right. His intelligence check seemed to go very poorly last time, so why not? And he failed abysmally. He got a -2. That knocked a few chips off the side. No attack of opportunity. Yep. If you have the observant proficiency, you can read lips.
Is there any roll
It
we
is
could make?
Or
is it
it's a
specific?
it's a passive skill.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a feat, observant. Okay, Talevi, you're up.
I'm going to get away from it. And because I'm now intrigued by this, I'm going to try detect thoughts.
He failed, so you did rather well.
Okay.
All
What
it
is
is
it
a
making?
litany repeating over and over and over again. Protect the hats. Protect the hats. And that's it. That is the breadth and width and depth of its mind, no matter how far you drill.
Okay. Well, that's my turn then.
Estival, you're up.
I'll take a step away.
Irritatingly, no attack. That is a miss. That is a miss.
Okay, that's it for him then.
Jasper, you're up. Very good. He is taking some good damage from that.
All right, I'm good.
Widget, or Gizmo, sorry.
Fly up and fly back to get advantage.
All right. Widget's up. That is very much a hit. That's a lot of damage. All right, he's taken a beating, but so far he hasn't been able to attack you. Anything else from Widget?
Now I'm good. I'll be right back.
Righto. Geez, I'm waiting. He's gonna move forward and do nothing. Ghost is up. Matthew, anything from the ghost? Yep, I gotcha. Sorry about that. There, now it clicked. That was weird. Always a classic. That thing goes high and wide and strikes the ceiling, making a colorful light show, and that's it. Any bonus? Or no, you already did it. Any other movement? Oh, that's right. You didn't move your ghost. Okay. Talevi, you're up.
Talevia is stressed out and she's had it with golems, so she's gonna try a new spell.
Brilliant. I love it. I don't know how to play that. I'm looking.
Yeah, you'll have to read it and decide if it has any effect.
Okay. Well, I got an answer. Give me a sec here. Okay. Give me. Wait a minute. What would you roll against a check? Okay. Your spell casting is intelligence, right?
Charisma.
Charisma. Give me a charisma check with your bonus, whatever you've got. There's a number you have to beat.
Okay, so just ability check.
Yes. That didn't make it.
Yeah.
All right. I found out his summoned spell level, and yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Well, I can do something else. Where is that? Crap, I have to look. Adept of the Red Rogue's Magical Balance.
Okay. What's that?
That is where I subtract a point from a resource and I say, actually, I rolled a 10 on that die.
10 plus 4, 14. Fine. And with that, he disappears in a puff of logic. He was a 4th level summoned construct with a DC of 14. So, combat is over. There you go.
So what do we have in this little area?
Mismatched bones lie scattered around this large chamber. Though the cavern itself is natural, its ceiling is caved in, and with it, part of a building has fallen through into the cavern. Inside the collapsed structure are strewn with wooden heads and decayed hats.
Protect the hats. So this was like a security guard for a hat shop?
Apparently.
Can I throw out a history check and
Yes. This is old. This is really old. Older than knowledge you have. Although part of the fashion kind of sort of reminds you of what you were reading in the library before. This is definitely pre-cataclysm, you think?
are there any hats laying around?
Several. They're in very, very bad state. And barely enough left to call them even a beanie.
Levy says that thing kept repeating, protect the hats. All right, I guess. All right, I already rolled. Rolled an investigation, got nothing spectacular. Estival can't perceive shit. Anyone else want to roll investigation? See if there's any loot.
Hey, can I give a lantern to Widget?
Yes.
She can equip it. How do I give it to her?
I not sure, but let's see if I can figure this out. I thought you had one. I'm trying to find it.
Well, I have 10 torches, a lantern, and a bunch of candles.
There it is.
Oh, you rolled investigation with your ghost, but I don't know. I don't know if that would have made. Oh yeah, it has a massive penalty. So
How's that?
I don't think your number was that big though.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, feel free because you have a -4 penalty there. You don't want that.
Hey, she can see now. Woohoo!
All right, 12. You search about, you find a few interesting things. You actually find a ledger with some of his bills, and the very first entry is in very old language, but basically, purpose of purchase of guardian to protect hats and investment. You also find several copper and silver coins of an ancient vintage stamping. Estival. A structure from above has collapsed into this cavern. Smashed barrels, shelving, and shards of colored glass clutter the chamber. A staircase that once led up to the east is blocked by rubble. "17. That beats it. After spending some time looking around to Levy, you actually managed to find a few things. It took a little while, but you managed to find 5 unbroken bottles of wine. It appears to be of some sort of blue color within. They are ancient in the extreme, and you bet a collector would probably pay a fair amount for them if you could get them to him.
All right. Can I have those in my inventory?
Sure. I have to find some. One moment. There you go. You got them.
All right then.
As Estival approaches the area is in, to his east is a cave in. The walls burst forth into green flame and rush towards you along the ground. A spectral dragon's head erupts from the flames, and the corridor fills with furious hissed words. The flames continue to burn around Estival, and you hear the continued hissing and mm,
Pretty sure we
very
all know Draconic, so what's it
okay.
say?
So it's basically calling you. Several heads appear and disappear, calling you trespassers, desecrators, betrayers, and then it just repeats. Leave, trespassers. You are the desecrators. You will not betray us further. The desecrators will leave.
It's not good enough for anything.
What was that for?
To sort of know whether this magic is like a threat or just an illusion.
Powerful magic, old magic.
So this is just a cave in.
Yes, to there. The flames continue to burn. They're getting more intense across the floor. It's very hard to see to the southwest. They almost appear to be accusing you, looking at you.
Do
You
they
lose sight of the ghost. You now can't see anything around the ghost, Alex. It's surrounded by green flames. It's too intense to see through.
is the green flame warm?
No,
Okay.
no. It's getting. Estival can't travel any further south. The flames obscure all vision. All right. I'll let you target the walls freely. Yeah, roll damage. I was going to let you just hit. It's just the walls where the fire is, so you can't miss. Just roll damage. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, please. You hit. Even on a 1, you hit. You can't miss the wall and the floor. There's no direction else to go. No effect. The green flames continue to burn. The voices call out to you in Draconic over and over again, accusatorily.
Talivi replies in Draconic, "Let us pass."
All of them become quiet, lock eyes with you, and in one burning word coming from all directions, why?
And she replies, "We have to stop the atrocity from repeating."
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Am I rolling it against a magical effect?
Oh, crap. Yes. $15, insufficient. What did you say after they said why? Atrocity.
To prevent the atrocity from reoccurring.
What is the one's name who escaped?
The one's name who escaped. Sloth. Oh, Ness.
At speaking Ness's name, the flyers disappear. The faces and voice go away. As the fires clear, you see scattered pieces of bone shards along the floor near where Esteval is now. Okay. The tunnel feels with the sounds as the bones on the wall rattle. None of them move. You don't know how they're making sound. It's almost a chattering hiss. The piece in your hand, Alex, begins to vibrate. Yeah, the piece of bone shard you picked up is beginning to vibrate, as are the rest on the ground that don't look like they're moving, but you can hear them moving.
All right.
You're not sure, but it's definitely making your hand itch.
Talivi whispers into everybody's brain one at a time. Something looks like there's something up ahead.
Alex is beginning to feel apprehension and dread coming from that piece of bone in his hand. At that, everything becomes silent. Once again, it's just a hall with scraps on the ground. And Talivi sees something of dread up ahead. She begins to sweat. Esteval sees a large frog-like creature on the stairs up out of the water. It's hunched back on its heels, and it almost appears to be singing. It croaks in a rhythm. Every step forward, Talivi begins to feel worse, but she has a choice. If she hangs back, nothing will happen. If she pushes forward, she will be able to fight, but will feel at a disadvantage, almost overly tired. I'd like a decision on that one now.
She's going to push forward.
Roll for initiative. You got, oh, missed it by one. There, come on. I'm having trouble with the ghost. Just, I can't put it half. What's going on here? For reasons that are beyond me, I can't put it after you. It keeps popping above you. I'm sorry. I'm just going to hit it. All right. Alex first, then your ghost, or ghost first, or whatever you can do. Okay. All right. But it already was summoned, right? Or can you pocket dimension it? Gotcha. All right. Does it take concentration? Oh, wow. Not unlimited, but let's keep it to 60 or so feet unless something else interesting happens. It's startled to see something like that coming at it. Okay. All right, your turn. He passes. Yeah. Very nice. Good beginning. He turns sharply at that and looks down the tunnel at you. All right. Estival, you're up. And it's a hit. That is definitely a hit. Very nice.
And that will be it.
All right. Trevor, or I don't know. Well, that's in the wrong order. How the hell did I screw that up? Yeah, Gizmo's in the wrong bloody spot. And I can't move it. Oh, man, this is a pain in the butt. Fine. Talivi, you're up.
Let's see here. Did you see that?
Oh, sorry, I was updating rollers. Oh, Lord, mind whip. I hate that. Oh, passes. Just barely.
Well, silvery barbs that.
Fine. Passes, just barely.
Okay.
2 16s. What do you figure? Anything else?
Nope.
Gizmo, you're up. If you want, you can just say it because he's got a lot of distance.
Yeah, I just do the thing.
You got it. All right, Widget, you're up. You need to move at least 1 square to your west to have line of sight. Otherwise, he has full cover. Actually, more than full cover. There you go. That's full visibility. Damn.
Nice.
Logan's on the money tonight with these 20s. It's like the 5th one.
Don't worry, it'll be nothing but ones after that.
All right, 28 damage. Good hit. Any other things? Bonus?
Good.
All right. The Slad turns and looks at you and bars his teeth and gives a hiss. He is surprised. Jasper, you're up. Also, the ceiling here is 20 feet high. In the room, not your corridor. Your corridor's 10.
Remember, you have advantage.
Yep, roll one more, but that is a hit. Roll again if you want to make sure if you got that 20. Nope, still a hit though. Let's see that damage. Very nice. Any bonus or movement? All right, Ghost is up. Alex is up. Okay.
Be right back.
He passes.
With the exact same roll that passed both of my attempts.
Apparently. Sure. Just make sure you cast it. Keep track of your spell slots, but that's very fair. Rolling again. He failed. No reaction, and he only gets to choose one thing, right?
Yep.
Very nice. Anything else? Estival, you're up.
How deep is this water?
In the deepest part, probably about 4 feet.
All right.
So you would move at half speed if you tried to wade all the way to the center. That is a hit. That is a hit.
That is all.
All right. Talevi, you're up.
I will try it anyway.
What was the advantage from?
Disadvantage.
Thank you. Right. Good memory. Okay, miss. And a hit. Ooh, perfect 10. There you go. He's hurting.
That's it.
All right. Gizmo, same thing.
Sorry, I'm back. What's up? Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Okay, Widget, you're up. Miss.
Bummer.
Anything else from Widget?
Now I'm good.
Okay, the Slad has been taking these hits and these inabilities to do things and these surprise, and he has had enough. He looks forward towards you, gives a bark of laughter, and fires off a splint of light that comes forth from him and lands in your midst. Everybody give a dexterity saving throw, please. Would half damage or what? Estival, pass. I mean, okay, so half. And if you pass your save, dex. Jasper, fail. Talevi, pass.
Yeah, I didn't roll that with advantage because I am disadvantaged.
Fail. Yes, you are. Pass on a widget. So that's everybody. So,
Did anyone's familiar get blown up?
yes, Gizmo's gone. So a moment. Okay, so Widget, Estival, Levy, all passed. Let me run damage. They all take half the fire damage. And actually, Alex should have taken a fourth of that. I don't know. Can you half a half?
Well, I thought he failed his saving throw. but
Oh,
then
he
he
did
has
fail.
resistance, so I guess he takes half because resistance.
Yes. You are right. And then Jasper.
Did you just hit me twice?
Yes, I did. Ah, 12, 11, whatever. Jasper takes the full brunt. And Alex was half. And that's it, right?
Yep.
Okay. And that's the end of his turn. Jasper, you're up. He does have a staff and glowy things in his hand. Yes, he does. Damn, son. Rock on. Okay, big numbers. You might get this. Shit. And he is no more.
Yeah, that was a 3rd level.
Yes, you should have taken. You should have taken 11. I must have screwed that up.
Oh,
I had.
you applied that to me. That was the double one.
Yeah, there it is. You took half of that. Oh, damn, that was wrong. There. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, yeah, he's done. Please do not loot his hurl flame that's on his body. That's a mistake. But combat is over. Damn, Logan. Your 20s tore that the heck up.
Talevi's just looking really hard in the water.
Okay, from Jasper's perspective, murals of dancing people cover the walls, and small stone stage rises to the west. The lower southwest half of the room is flooded, with the remains of tables, chairs, and a bar barely protruding above the water's surface. At its deepest point, it's 5 feet deep.
I'll slowly wade in.
Now that you've spent some time in this area, you notice that the tilt of the ground is incredibly consistent. It is always to the southwest, and it is always at about a 20-degree angle. Makes for difficult crossing, but not impossible, as the ground is quite rough. Meaning that the water is deepest about here as well.
Am I still disadvantaged?
No, you are not. You are feeling much better. You still feel a slight amount of exhaustion, though, but not enough for the negative exhaustion effects. "20 feet high at the ceiling, yes. From the bottom of the ground. Underneath the water, yeah. From floor to ceiling is 20 feet. So it's about 15 feet of air.
So where's this staff of his, and what happened to the monkey?
The monkey, I don't know. It died with him because it's so committed. Maybe it's a familiar and it winked out. And the staff is a staff.
It looks really powerful. But everybody's a spellcaster, so I don't know what you want to do with it.
Yeah, I can't tell who took it.
It says the ghost right there.
Oh, the ghost got it. That's why I can't find it.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody want to hit that staff with an identify? Can I got confused and then stopped myself. It's fine. Yeah, ritual cast it.
It is magical. It is a simple melee weapon. It does not require. Wait a minute. This one does require attunement. It does. Oops, I'm having real problems here. Wait a minute. It does +7 to hit, and it does 2d6 +4 bludgeoning damage. No other effects. It's on the ghost. If somebody wants it, I need to move it around.
Yeah, I don't know who really would be best with it.
So it's just a melee weapon with a plus something.
+7 to hit, 2d6 +4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Okay. Unless somebody was going to say anything, I put it in Alex. You guys can talk about it when you want.
I'm just kind of searching the room.
Okay. You find. Wait a minute. I got to roll this. 10 undamaged bottles. I don't know why the slad rolled that, but who cares? They have all different contents, at least from the colors you can see within. 2 of them appear to be clear. 2 of them appear to have a deep red liquid in it. 6 of them appear to be blue liquid.
What would we roll to figure that out?
You feel your arcana or nature ability might get you some understanding, but you're probably going to have to pop the cork to get a good understanding, unless you get a phenomenal roll.
Can I get a help action for Arcana from Alex?
The 2 that are red appear to be potions, just intuition, but that's all you can discern.
Want to take the time to cast Identify on the rest?
All right, so it's going to take 10 minutes apiece, so an hour and 40 minutes to do all of them. But you start with one of the red ones. This seems to be a magical version of Alchemist's Fire. You can throw it, it should explode if it breaks, and ignite on contact with air. Do you want to keep going past that? Yeah. Which one do you want to do next? You have 2 red that you now know one of them. You have 2 clear and 6 blue. It has no magical properties whatsoever. Has no magical properties whatsoever. So I guess that's 30 minutes. You squint your eyes and look at it and wonder, could I take a small sip of one of them and see what it is? Some people are more curious than others.
Talevi grabs it, says, "It's fine. I'm immune to poison." And she takes a little sip of it.
Which one, clear or blue?
One sip of each.
You take a sip of the clear one first. It seems to be distilled alcohol, actually, rather strong distilled alcohol, probably in the 190 proof range. That's a bit much, but okay. You take a sip of the blue one. You begin to feel the effects immediately. This is deeply unpleasant. You are now poisoned for 1 hour.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's right, damn it. You definitely know that this is quite toxic, but for reasons beyond anybody, it doesn't seem to bother you.
She holds that one up and says, yeah, don't drink this.
And you seem to think that it is the same color and consistency of the other bottles you've already picked up.
All right. I guess stick those in someone's inventory.
And I'm moving him out of the way just to make life easier. Sure. The door swings open, and you see a corridor beyond.
I'm starting to get low on spell slots. I'm starting to get low on spell slots.
Yeah, I think we all are. Well, we got a room here. With chairs.
Crumbling chairs lie toppled about the room. On the north wall hangs a long stone slab that features a bas relief depicting dragons. Let me get through this before you keep moving. Depicting dragons respectful. Blah. On the north wall hangs a long stone slab that features a bas relief depicting dragons bowing respectfully over large dragon corpse. A dragon skull is mounted on the east wall. At Estival stepping forward one more step, blue flames begin to spiral out from the center of the floor until they reach the edges, going up against the north, south, and east walls. North, west, and east walls, burning up the walls. As the dragon head slowly begins to rise and hover, the dragon head moves slowly to the west, turns, and looks at you all as a being fades into view surrounding its skull. It speaks to you in a low, growling, draconic voice, but its words come clearly through to your mind as well. You built your degenerate throne on our graves and used our ancestors to fuel your ambition. But your gods abandoned you, and you were struck down. You return, and so do we. It lowers its head and looks at you all.
Talibi replies in Draconic, and they're going to try to do it again. Please let us stop them.
Roll charisma, persuasion, excuse me. Damn. It looks in your eyes for a long time. You receive what almost could be called a brief burst of knowledge, and then it fades away, as do all the flames on the walls. Everything is quiet. Damn, you got a good roll.
Yep. Skill expert.
Depending on which piece you want to take, just a few minutes, especially if you're going for a finger or an arm bone. Go for it. Take you 10 minutes. You got it. Okay, Estival, what was that perception for?
I want to see if I can hear what's on the other side of the door before I open it.
You hear absolutely nothing. It's the sound of the grave other than the dripping of water. Yeah, you can just say you did it. That's not a big deal. This is a pleasant enough room. Everything seems quiet around you. The furniture, while in poor repair, could be righted and maybe used. Oh, are we going through there?
I took a step in.
Okay, excuse me. 8. This workstone room is full of laboratory equipment, vials of colorful liquid, glass lenses, and live mice in cages. Books crowd the shelves and overflow onto the floor. This room seems to be recently used. There's no dust, and the live mice are a bit of a giveaway.
Can I get a help action for investigation from Alex?
"17 on Televi. Da 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 da." On the table, prominently displayed, you find a wizard's book. It doesn't have very many spells in it. It seems it was in the process of being worked on. In fact, there are only 2.
What are they?
Would you know? Yeah, you can read scrolls. It would be,
I have Arcana.
but yeah, you can read a spell scroll to cast it, right?
Yes. I mean, I have the ability to inscribe a spell scroll.
Okay,
So.
a divination and phantom steed are the 2 spells in that book.
Ooh. Televi,
That'll
hand
take a
steed.
lot more time. That's a long rest, but you could work on that. Oh Lord, that's right. Okay. Also, give me your investigation roll because you wanted something. Okay, give me a roll. You search about as well, and you actually do manage to find a small silver whistle, and you also found a spell scroll that you peek at the corner, and it's Arcane Gate.
What level is that?
That is level 6.
$11, yeah.
Oh, you did get a 17. I missed one thing for you. You also find a book tucked in a corner called History of the City. And you open it up. Sorry, what was that?
You didn't get a 17. Oh, Dave did. Sorry.
Right.
You find a book called History of the City. You open it up, and it is opening with the great city Oniar, the one you've heard referenced as the Lost City of Names, the City of Lost Names, excuse me. And it talks about the history where you've learned where the king priest was trying to build a floating city, and this was going to be a bastion of peace and wonderfulness for the chosen few to live in luxury.
Anything else of note, or just the history?
Just the history and how it all works, but none of the negatives that you've heard from others about what made this place fly.
Okay.
As Seville hears nothing to the north.
Okay, looks like another living quarters.
And as the door opens, you hear the click of the latch of the door to the north. It opens as well, and a man you think, steps through wearing very fancy robes and looks south towards Estival, and he goes, "Wonderful, wonderful. You're much later than I expected, but divination is such a poor science." He holds up in his hand a blue crystal, holds it out towards you, and he goes, "Just a moment." And with that, he begins to crush it in his hand, blow on the pieces, and roll for initiative. As the pieces of blue crystal go forth from his breath, they coalesce into a form that looks like a living piece of air right in front of you. It moves forward towards Estival, and two great arms slam forward, hitting him on AC 15, missing, and 13, miss. Alex, you're up. Yes, it seems to look
Probably.
like it. I just screwed up and hit the wrong button. Sorry, Alex. I was trying to turn something off. There we go. Sorry about that. Do you need to go back and redo that? Okay. He casts Counterspell. Any bonus action? I got you, but it's okay. He counterspelled it on you. Okay.
Can you do both magic missile and that in the same set of actions? Because spell sickness.
Right. Good point. But it's
It,
because it was a cal.
you cast a level 1 spell, which is magic missile, so you can't do any. You can't do another non-cantrip.
That's
Okay.
a tough call. I think Alex
that
is
is an
right.
interesting argument.
I think Alex is right. So go ahead. Okay. He passes. Okay. Estival's up.
Estival is going to put Hexblade's Curse on this guy.
Okay. He counterspells that.
It's not a spell.
Oh. That's right. It's
It's an
save.
ability.
Yep. You're right.
I can't move Estival.
It's because it's because I forgot to advance. Okay, before Estival's turn, I screwed up. The person to your north looks south, trying to crane his neck to look around the corner to see the rest of you there, and he says, "Ah, welcome. Time to assess." And then it's Estival's turn. He takes no other action.
Oh, and also since he already cast Counterspell once, that would have been 2 reactions in a turn.
That's true.
Estival is going to push right past this thing.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to take an opportunity of attack.
Yep. So that's but just one. So he attacks and misses.
He's going to charge right up to this guy.
Okay.
And
With
smack.
disadvantage, he took a dodge action on his
Oh,
turn.
okay.
Okay, that's a miss.
Swing again.
Disadvantage still. And that is a miss.
Now step over here. And that'll be
Okay.
it.
And don't forget to target him if you want. Talivi,
All right.
that's up to you.
She peeks around the corner, sees a mage. Did his turn come? His turn came between.
Alex and Estival.
Okay, so I am going to cast. I'm going to use Subtle. So he can't counterspell it. And hit him with Dissonant Whispers. Let me see what spell slots I've got. At 2nd level.
Okay. Pass.
Silvery Barbs.
Pass.
Damn. She's going to take a few steps back.
Jasper, you're up. You've heard the howling wind of the attacks to the north.
I don't know. Huh. I can't. Oh, that's the ball ran up in there. Huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Which target?
Oh, the ghost.
Not a problem. That is a hit. Very nice.
Yeah, well, I'm out of spells, so we'll see.
Any bonus or movement?
No, I'm good.
Widget's up. As a hit.
I'm
At
good.
that hit, the wizard to the north claps. Any bonus or movement?
Nope.
Okay. Thankfully, it's able to breeze on through the tight quarters there. Turns to Talivi. Alrighty. And hits on a 25.
That hits.
$19 bludgeoning. Natural 20. I hit normal by mistake. Dadgummit. Well, we'll just double it. If that's fair with you, or no, it really isn't. So I should do.
I think I'll counter. I'll silvery barbs the.
Natural 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Hits on the 25.
That still hits.
And we'll just go with the other damage so I can keep moving. All right, that's the end of his turn. Alex, you're up.
I'm down.
Ooh. Oh, crap. Okay, you're down. Rewind. At its last strike, it just takes you down to 1 hit point as you fall to the ground unconscious. I didn't notice you were that low.
I do not have a lot of hit points.
Alex, you're up. You note that Talivi is unconscious but breathing and seems Although harmed, fine. Go wherever you want. I'll bring her with you.
Can you do that with Misty Step?
Yeah, I think that's just you. Misty Step is just you.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about bringing another person.
I think you might be thinking of like Dimensional Door.
Or you're thinking Thunder Step.
Okay.
Well, it's meant to just get you out of danger. Yeah, there's no way to upcast it's anything, probably.
Let me find 10 feet.
I don't think it works on elementals like that.
Okay.
You know, if you're gonna cast that at level 3, if you were to position yourself so that the elemental and the wizard were both in line of sight, level 3 gives you more than one target. So you could at least attempt to hit both of them. Yeah, deeper into the room. At that corner, you probably wouldn't get him unless you walked like into the space of the air elemental. Probably.
Okay. It's on the ground, but it's about maybe 9 foot tall. So your feet will be at its head. Sure, but it's like almost brushing the ceiling. Not really, no. I mean, it's occupied by an enemy creature, and he's large.
It's a creature made out of air.
True. I'll give it advantage on hitting you then, as you're in its space. If you do that, yeah. Pass. Wait, is it half damage on that or something that I missed? Oh, okay. I can't hit. Okay. All right. Anything with your ghost? Okay. All right. Ah, funny. Somebody must have clicked on it. All right. Done. The wizard in red robes looks around, puts up. Let's see. Who can see? Who can see? Good God, nobody can see. So Estival is the only one to witness this. The wizard puts his hands up, both palms forward, looks around, gives a shrug, shakes his head, and he goes, "A poor appraisal, but we will see with what we can work with." And at that, he claps his hands. The air elemental disappears, and he turns towards Estival with his hands palm up, palm out towards him. Somehow a symbol of, back up, don't worry, whatnot. It's Estival's turn. He took no other action.
Estival says, "Who are you?"
He can't talk on his turn.
Oh,
He had his 6 words. We're still in combat. What does Estival want to do? He did say, "Who are you?" But
oh. He'll take a dodge action
okay.
and wait for a response.
All right, nothing happens. Tell Evie.
All right, I'm prone. What does it cost me to stand up?
Half your movement.
All right. Is he wearing the same kind of red robes that I have?
Yes.
she flashes her red robes pendant at him and says, "What the hell?"
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Jasper.
What's a dodge action do?
It means if anybody attacks you, they have disadvantage, or you have advantage on any skill check for physical. You can also load that up as your held action.
Okay, I'll do that.
And widget.
Same thing.
Okay, you're now at the end of the round. Collectively, does the group look to each other like they want to keep fighting or stop? Okay.
Yeah, and that guy had some scary saving throw bonuses.
And at that, combat seems to be over because no one is acting hostile. As Talevi steps into the room, she's given the once-over by this person. Wait a minute, I gotta find something. She points towards you, and you get a brief burst of healing. She does it one more time, and you get a little more, and she does it one more time, and she says, "Just for your troubles."
Levy dusts herself off.
Enough, enough, she says. The robed figure pushes her hood back and removes her skull mask, revealing the features of an elven woman. However, this elvish face is old, impossibly old. You don't think you've ever seen an elf quite look this old. Forgive the rough welcome, but it was necessary to appraise your skills. I'd like to speak now, even on such a poor showing.
Levy says, "Go on."
I am Delmian, High Wizard of Oniok. You are not the first visitors of my fallen city has had in the recent days. The world that forgot us has been flocking here, to the paradise of Istar. I fear, although my home has been suddenly been remembered, its lessons have not. Why do you seek my fair city?
To stop the Red Dragon army from raising it again.
Then we are in agreement on that. I do not know. Oh, sorry, what was that? You broke up.
What is your quest? We seek the Grail.
Indeed. This was once a great home of research and knowledge. And while the king priests pushed far enough to garner the attention of the gods, this was a good place for knowledge. Although, had I known what he was using to fuel the power of this city, I would have never agreed to help. These rooms are safe. No one without my approval can even know of their existence. They are sheltered from both divination and physical penetration. You can rest here as long as you need, research, repair. I will even help with your spell research. I have some knowledge in that area. I must do all I can that the world's greatest mistakes not be repeated.
Levy asks if she knows anything about a black dragon that's in the area.
My knowledge of the outside is woefully out of date. This is my tomb, and this city and I must both remain buried. I can't help you with knowledge of what dragons are about. I'm sorry. They are an echo of a better time, and their rage at betrayal and desecration is held in their bones.
Talevy smiles at her and asks her, only using telepathy, "Are you a lich?"
She smiles at that and says, "No, my child, I am merely an overtly old elf who whose time is over. It's up to the people of the New World to avoid the sins of the past."
Well, I think we all need a nap. Talevy sprawls on the couch.
You are the first visitors I've had in a very long time. My home is yours. Please use what you need. Yeah, if you want, as long as you don't leave this room. But yeah, you can lounge about and talk with her while taking a long rest. So feel free now. So it's now going to be something like 2 a.m. or something after your long rest because you got here like, mid-afternoon when you climbed up and had that battle. Really hasn't been that much time. Yes, you got Arcane Gate. Let's see here. There it is. Okay, let me give this to you. There you go. And if you want, you can spend 8 hours after your long rest copying that divination or phantom steed into your book. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that. So just do both of those right now. Also, as long as you guys are prepared to stay here for a little while, not leave right away, everybody please know you've now advanced to level 8. And I will start importing while you ask questions.
Yay!
So
I
Talevy
put a lot
asks,
of
has anybody else made it in?
Too many at once. What was that there, Logan?
Oh, I put points in Constitution because I've been tanking, so my hit points are going to go up quite a bit.
Excellent. That's good to know. Okay. I'm importing people now in case I miss something when you say something. Phantom Steed and Divination. And tell me when you got them and I'll import you. Correct.
Oh yeah, you need to give me divination also.
Okay. All right, I'll start with you because you're up at the top. Alex, level 8. I need to make a new folder.
Can you just push Estival up a level?
Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. That's a good point. Importing to Levy. Jasper. Widget. Who might not already be leveled, but let's find out. I didn't think to check. I think she did. Nope, she did not. Okay. I missed somebody? I don't think so. Okay, well, that's the end of that for importing. But welcome to level 8, everybody. Any more questions, discussion? She seems quite personable and available for...
I need you to manually give me divination, because I'm swapping out that summon aberration for it.
Put you in contact with the gods. That's the right one. Okay. Spell book. Divination. And what are we removing?
I've already removed it.
Okay, no problem. You've got divination now.
Nice. Okay. So Levy asks, is anybody else inside the city?
Too many. Far too many. Troops come and go. They're massing towards the They're massing towards the threshold of the heavens, and patrols and soldiers and monsters freely roam the city. And there's a huge mass of them at the old entrance to the south.
Do you know where we need to go to stop them?
Yes, you need to get to the thresholds of the heavens. That's where the magic was controlled to make the city fly. Okay. Apparently it wasn't. Let's fix that. There you go. I don't know why that didn't work, but there it is.
That will be very powerful to do as a ritual.
But she is saying you need to get to the threshold of the heavens. And that's where the city is controlled. That's where that abomination went with the flame of the cataclysm.
Do you know what we need to do to stop him?
No. The signs and portents are murky on that. I'm sorry. Divination is a terrible branch of science. But at least I did get the right day when you would be here. Okay. Any more questions or discussion you wish to put to her? I guess. I don't know. I don't know really anything about that. You'll have to educate me.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is you suffer range, but you can cast with it.
Cool.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like an idiot. I can't figure out what that means. I'm just not parsing the language. I'm really sorry. Ah, so you could also effectively add 60 feet to any spell as well. Ah, all right.
See, like
Yeah,
this is
but hold on.
Okay. Nice. Indeed. I will have to make you one and decide what it looks like. If you want to have any input on what that token should look like, please let me know. Okay. Uh, I'll see if I can give you vision through that, because supposedly I'm supposed to be able to do that. Nice.
Nope. Levy asks, are you going to join us whenever we go to fight that thing?
One second. Scrolling back up quickly. I'm sorry. I cannot leave this place. This is my tomb. These things must remain buried. But I will give you every advantage. Um, Here. And she walks over to a drawer, pulls out a very large leather bound map, and unrolls it on the table. This is what the city looked like long ago. And she points out some pieces of interest. I posted that in the Discord map. Actually, I could have brought that up on here as well, but oh well. I got to put your tokens on the map so you can see. Give me a second here. So sorry. So this is a map of the city that, oh, it doesn't, well, don't worry about it. Use both, but this is the version we have in the VTT. But the one in Discord, she points out locations and tells you the names of them. She says, you are here to the east. This is the path of memories. This is what I have carved out. This is where I remember how we failed. The cave will exit into the old quarter of a ruined city. And then she points out the other locations, such as an occupied mansion, where she knows many of the lizard creatures have been staying, especially the ones of higher rank. To the south is the bastion of Takesis. I know very little of there. None of my magic can penetrate that. Something powerful is there. In the center, she points out the threshold of the heavens. That is where you eventually must go. They must not succeed in controlling this city. And then to the northwest of that is the Temple of Paladin. At that, she stiffens and sniffs, and she says, you've seen her, haven't you? She's still out there. Do you have... You've returned old magic, Paladin's himself. Do you have the spear tip?
Festival holds its spear tip out.
What a wondrous thing to see returned. This is not a coincidence that this has been brought to this city. This means something, right? The stars are clouded. You must take this to Paladin's temple. The stars are clouded. It's damaged. You must take this to the Temple of Paladin.
Should we be up here?
Well, yes, you should. I just put you on the map so you could see. I don't hear any beeping. Is it?
I don't hear it either.
You sure it's not just in your head? I've had that happen.
Are you wearing a headset? Probably the battery don't work. My computer. Oh, that, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that is the area you're at. Does everybody see the map in Discord with the locations written as she's marked them?
Yeah. First, Talivia asks, are there any magical items you can give us?
To be young and a red-robed wizard. Of course, my dears, of course. If we spend some time looking around this room, sure we can find something of intrigue. She takes a long look at Jasper. And she goes, you might like this. She walks over to a table and picks up a long piece of metal. Looks like the handle from something, and it's wrapped in heavy leather. And she throws it at you. And she throws it in Jasper's general direction, hoping he'll catch it.
Oh, I'll catch it. Okay.
The moment your hands wrap around it, it's as if you finally understand what wizards do when they use identify. Knowledge flows into you. Its name is Dust Crusher. It has no head on it, but you know you can have it make a head that glows as bright as the sun and will give off light like sunlight around it. Basically, of course, its radiant head has sorry, I couldn't hear over the beep. What was that?
It's a bonus action.
Yes. But I'm sure we can spend some time looking around here and coming up with other intriguing ideas and things I might help you with. I could even craft a little something. I do have a modicum of skill in such areas. You there, young mage who held back from the rest, you need more fortitude, more desire to step forward and hit. Here. And she throws a book at you. What? Yeah, we can go back to that. Technically, we're still, yeah, here. We'll go right there. She looks at you and she goes, here, and hands you a big fat tome. Spend 2 days reading that. You thumb through it, and it seems to be logic puzzles, exercise in mathematics, memorization games, but it is long. You are a studious wizard, but that is a long book. You figure this would take you a solid 2 days to read, of doing nothing else, so maybe 3 with a nap. But you get the indication that it would be very good for your mind. But if you work with me and tell me of your needs, we can see what we can come up with. Oh, would you like to see my very last painting I made when I was outside this realm? I used to be quite the artist. And she shows you this painting that's not framed and just on wooden backing. It's now in Discord. And she says, this was the final flight of the good dragons. That's when they came here to try and stop this atrocity from being created. The truce they had to agree to has really limited them. In fact, she gives a deep sniff. I can still smell her on the air. You've been near her recently. And she points to one of the dragons up in the back corner that's golden.
Talibi points at it and says, is that Ness?
Ness. Quite possibly. Ness is a fitting, shortened version of her name. Yes, I could believe that she would go by Ness.
And the full name?
Even an elf of my age and nature, I couldn't help to pronounce that correctly, or as long as it is. I don't quite have the teeth for it, as some dragons might say to me. It's a sad. I can understand it well enough, but speak it, no, my accent is terrible, they tell me. But it's a terrible thing, the agreement they had to abide, and it is a terrible burden they carry for such a loss.
What is the agreement?
To stay away from everything, to just find a cave and sit there and do nothing about anything. In return, All of their eggs that were stolen would not be destroyed by the black dragons and the other terrible greens and reds that took it. Servants of Takesis who stole all their eggs.
What happened to the eggs?
They're held in trusts, as Takesis would say it. Hostage, I would say.
I take it nobody knows where.
No, there have been indications and rumors. I briefly saw one in a terrible encampment. There were prisoners and flames and burning acid.
Oh, yes. Black Dragon got that one.
A sad, sad thing.
Any other presents?
I leave it to you to look through my supplies and materials I have available and make your needs known to me. I will do what I can.
You have any full plate armor?
Uh, Full plate. Well, we have metal in abundance. If it need not be magical, I could easily shape a piece of metal into this full plate of walking clankingness. Certainly, it shouldn't take too long.
Cool. I've been wanting it. Ah. I'll be right back.
So she begins to putter around, gathering people places. She picks up metal plates and lays them on a table and wanders around, and pulls a shelf off and pulls out its metal lining. She seems to be getting to work. There are supplies abounding of every kind, spell components of amazingness. It takes you a while to get through the mess, but yes, there is. Anybody else have any other questions or information or
Levy is just rummaging through all the stuff.
No, there is no food. She goes into the room where that dragon once was. I'd stand back, my friends. She lays down all the cacophony of metal and pieces she's gotten at the front of the dragon skull, and then steps back. She says, "If you would be so kind, my dear, just a little heat." No, a blast of flame comes out from the dragon skull, going across all the metal on the ground. She casts some spell, lifting the globule of metal up into the air, and begins to weave her hands in a complicated pattern, forming it into a suit of armor. As she lets go, it clatters to the ground in pieces, glowing red hot. She goes, "We'll have to come back for that. What else can I help you with?" And she wanders into her room and she begins moving things about.
Do you have any good items for a magic user who's not as wizardy?
That book is the best beginnings a wizard could ever want.
Yes, but what about a sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
Or maybe someone who's found themselves a patron?
Indeed. Indeed. This one is quite old. Perchance this is what you might want? And she throws to you what looks like a bamboo rod with a green gem on the end. All right.
And Levy says, and what's this?
Oh, there's a little something some found useful in their time. It helps with recovery, I hear, among the warlocks out there. I've spent very little time with such things.
Ah, well, then I will go plop back down on the couch and attune myself to it, which I'm just going to assume I'm going to have to do.
Yes. You find when you sit down on the couch again that there's something stuck in the cushions.
She checks the cushions.
Seems to be a long piece of cloth, a blanket or a cloak.
She holds it out for Alex and says, would you like to identify this? This is probably something magic.
Are you there, Alex? Oh, there's Alex. Hello. How goes the beeping? We hear you.
Testing.
Testing, hello. And you find that it is a cloak of displacement.
Oh my. How do I attune from inside this interface?
There should be like a star button next to it.
I see the button that says attunement required.
Oh, right click on it and then hit the button that says attune.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry, it's been too long since I've done it.
Yes, Talevi lights up when she realizes what the rod is.
I do recommend you give that cloak to someone else. They might need it. As she comes back into the room. Are you here, Jasper?
Yeah, man.
Okay. While you were away, she spent some time with the dragon skull. She melted down all the metal she could come across and made you some armor, which she lays at your feet. It's quite heavy, but it glows with a beautiful sheen. You don't think something like this could ever become dirty. I threw in a little extra rare metal just for the fun of it for you. Although why someone would want something quite so bulky is beyond me. I think that chainmail is much more fetching.
Talevi goes over to Alex and says, I have something I don't need anymore. I don't. I was trying to drag something from my inventory to his.
Okay, I can handle that. What are we doing here?
I am unattuning from the wand of the war mage and handing it over.
All right.
And who would like a cloak of displacement? Almost feel like that should go. That would be good for Estival, unless there's some reason a melee person shouldn't have it.
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Does that make sense? Give it to our melee person?
Yeah, I think so.
That's fine.
Or do you want it, Logan, now that you got a big hammer to hit things with, and you might feel inclined to go get up close?
Yeah, well, I'm up to 83 hit points now. I'll be tanking quite a bit.
All right.
Yeah, 83 hit points. And what's your AC now?
21.
Yeah, 21.
Nice. All right, so we should give it to.
You're also heavily encumbered. You might want to ditch the chainmail if you want.
All right. Did you see that wand I gave you?
He can't hear you.
Okay.